Hi everyone. So my this week's topic is sparingly trained muscles or least utilized muscle when it comes to your exercise programming. So I have two parts to this. The first one being the superficial muscles which are more closer to the skin, and the second part which is the deeper lying muscles which I'll be covering at a much later date. So let's get started with the superficial muscles. So guys, the first muscle which falls in this sparingly used or trained muscle category is the TFL or the Tensor Fasciae Latae. Now this muscle is a combination of some part of it is a muscle and some part of it or a major part of it is a fascia. So this muscle starts on the lateral aspect of your hip. If you notice where my pants elastic is, it almost starts around the hip bone there and it goes all the way down right from the side. It crosses the knee joint and it inserts at this particular bone, which is your tibia, but on the lateral aspect of it. So because this particular muscle has crossed two joints, which is the hip and the knee, it is indirectly or directly going to affect the movement of the hip and the knee. So if I am doing any movement here, if this particular muscle is not trained properly, it is going to be stiff. If it's going to be stiff, it is going to have compensatory effects on other movements which I do. So when I do any lower body movement, be it squat, be it deadlift, be it lunges, step ups, etc., etc., this muscle will affect your form and technique in those particular exercises. So it is important to strengthen this muscle, to make this muscle as flexible, as mobile as possible. Many times people complain of having stiffness around this muscle, though the muscle is constituting only a smaller part and a major part of it is the fascia, which is like a band. It's also called as an IT band for that very reason. It's called iliotibial band. So ilio and tibia. So that's why it's called as an iliotibial band. And the major function of this particular muscle is to stabilize the hip and the knee joint. So make sure that you strengthen yourself in the frontal planes. You do regular releases of this particular muscle, because if you don't, then it will affect your sagittal movements as well as your transverse movements. I hope you are one of those who are focusing on this particular muscle and not ones who don't. So make sure that you follow my next video for the next sparingly used muscle. Until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.